Hello, everybody. I know you're thinking, who is this stranger? I'll explain what's been happening in a bit. But this is Naturally Kim's Knitting, and I'm Kim, and this podcast is mainly about my knitting adventures and my family adventures and all those things that have been going on for the last month. Sorry. You can find me, I should say, this is September 17th, and this is episode 337. Now, you could, just a moment. I haven't been on my computer since the last time I posted, last time I did my podcast. And so I have all these things that are popping up wanting me to update or whatever. And I'm not doing them right now. I'm talking with you. Anyways, it's September 17th, and this is episode 337. You can find me online when I am online. On YouTube, Blogger, Facebook, and WordPress is Naturally Kim's Knitting. Ravelry, Napier's Knits, and then we have a podcast group called Naturally Kim's Knitting Podcast Group, and Instagram, where I haven't been on that for probably 2 months. But anyways, I'm hoping to get back on there little by little. On Instagram, you can find me as Knittin, KNITTIN underscore, then KIM, Kim. So it's Knittin underscore Kim. I am going to skip the affiliate things today because, as you can tell, I got a frog in my throat and it's allergy, so it's not going to go away. Anyways, since the last time we got together, we have had a closing of a thread and one that's ongoing, but I'll explain in a second. So, with Let's Create in Purple or Orange for July and August, I have EYENOWHOUR and LMECOLL. So you have until the end of the month to get hold of me. Okay? Just let me know if you would like to have. This is awful. If you would like to have um, an gift card from KnitPicks, a physical gift card from Michael's Hobby Lobby, um, or if you would like to have, and those would all be in $10, or one giftable pattern worth up to $10. And if you would like, please feel free to go to Mila's Knit Corner and pick out a free pattern if you would like. Okay? So winners, EYENOWHOUR and LMECOLL. Okay. So our next special knit craft along will be crafting for others, and I'm starting that in October, going through November. Okay. Um, I think in the past I've done November, December, possibly, but I kind of want to do it this way this time. That way, you're not rushed. If you're knitting for others, it could be a family member, it could be a gift, it could be a charity, it could any of these things. All you have to do under the thread, which I will hopefully make up after this, is find the crafting for others, not until October 1st. October 1st is when it opens through November 30th. But you can get in there, click the link, post your post, put a picture of your item. If there's a pattern name, please include it. And if you can share, let us know who you're making it for. Okay, earlier today I said it was September 17th. My birthday's this weekend. Yay. I still celebrate my birthdays, even though people look at me like you're weird. I don't care. My husband's going to get me a multi-flavored cheesecake, and what I do is it's already cut into, I don't know, however many pieces, and I take each piece and I cut it in half, and I'm allowed to have one of those whenever I'm thinking cheesecake. So, anyways, um, our finished object craft along is still going on till the end of this month. So please feel free to, if as you finish objects, put them in there. Yes, I'm still here. Yes, I'm still doing prizes. I am so sorry. Oh, How horrible. This is going to be a really short one because I have a puppy here who's really hungry. So, anyways, um, I'm going to start working on Elsie's temperature afghan again real soon. And in addition to that, if you remember my Caddington wrap, this is yarn that was left over. I made a pair of vanilla soup kitchen socks out of it, and then I had enough for another pair of socks. So looky here. I don't remember what this pattern was called. I didn't bring it up with me. Oh, yes, I did. Just a moment. So I knew that I brought it up because I do my knitting on my Kindle through Knit Companion. So I download the patterns, upload, download, whatever, and then I put it in Knit Companion. So these are Rescue Me Chin Boy, and these were a CC almond pattern back from the days when I was pattern testing for CC. So I have finished everything except for the ribbing on this one. Then I'm going to start from the top of the heel on the other one. See how long it takes me. I work on those in bed at night until I can't think anymore, and then I put them away. So I am working on those. I would show you the plain ones, but they are back in the bedroom. So same yarn. It's chroma. Same yarn, just plain pattern. So anyways, then I have got number 2. I ought to see what the name of this sweater is. I labeled it on my Knit Companion as Christmas sweater for the kids. There we go. This is called the Woodland Jumper. And these are all made from chroma. Oh no. Because last night I made sure all ends were tucked in, woven in. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can tell. There's a tree pattern on the chest. So this one is Tobias's. I told my husband, every one I do, I'm getting better and better. And this one is Elsie's. So then Elsie's yarn and Cora's yarn are very similar. They're both made from KnitPick's Chroma. Um, this one had more yellow in it because I know that Elsie loves yellow. Then I picked a different yarn. It looks very similar, only there's more of a tan throughout here. This is Cora's. This is called Painted Desert. So, yes, there's my puppy. He wanted to say hi to you guys, I guess. So, I am working on the soup kitchen sock and Cora's sweater, starting today with Cora's sweater. Okay, what has been going on? Well, before I forget, because I put things in order as I was thinking about them. Elsie had her birthday, her no, third birthday at the Fort Wayne Zoo. So we all got to go over there, which was chancy for me because of allergies, but it was the first time that he'd been at home alone for a long time. We put him in the garage and he did great. What do I taste like? I think he just wanted to be on the screen. So anyway, so we went to the zoo with we ate lunch and um, she loved the Well, they were at the African section when we got there, and then we met them. They have an Australia section. We went there to eat lunch and everything. And her other grandma and grandpa from Eastern Ohio were there, and so we all got to visit. And she and I took a couple walks together, and we looked at animals. And I love that little girl. I love all of them. Oh, and I got my first smile from Cora, which really shocked me because we've not seen her since she was newborn. But she is the sweetest little thing, too. So, yeah, we had fun at the Fort Wayne Zoo, and I don't know if this one had fun or not. It depends how much he was barking with with Journey and Ringo, our next door dogs. If he hears them, he goes over to where he can see them, but he never runs over there, except for one day this week. I took one of his balls out to the yard to play, which was crazy of me. But I threw it, and he went next door and into their yard, which they have an invisible fence, so those dogs can't come out. Although we don't think Ringo necessarily feels the shock. I don't like invisible fences, but they don't think Ringo could feel it because Ringo will just go running through it regardless. But Journey knows where to stop, and so I try not to get this one to tease too much. But he went over there, he got in their yard, and they miraculously the dogs weren't out, so I was able to get him back again because I wasn't sure how Journey is with him. Sometimes she's good, sometimes she's not so good. Ringo and him are play buddies. So I've been saying a lot about doing this or that, which is crazy. I have had, okay, right before we went to California, I got new lenses for my glasses. And honestly, on the trip home that day, my vision was not as sharp as it usually is with new glasses, which he did explain with my cataracts. I'm not going to have perfect vision for a while. Okay, came home, wasn't happy, knew I had to get my license renewed. So we went. I don't remember what the date was, but we went there, and I could not read any of the letters on their chart. So they had to send me a referral thing to give to my eye doctor to fill out. And the lady who was behind the desk goes, I said, well, I think it's mainly cataracts. No, not my face. Um, she goes, well, if I were you, I would tell your doctor I need to have that cataract surgery now because I can't see to drive. I said, well, I'm not going to do that. He has my best interest in mind. But we did come home, and since we had the referral, we made the appointment. And yeah, my eyes were horrible. There's no way. I wasn't going to drive anyways because I wasn't able to see well. You goofball, come down here. Um, I mean, I would see the shape of a sign coming up, but I couldn't read it until I got right up on it. I could see the red on a stoplight, but I couldn't see the yellow or the green. So it was really bad. But so I went to my eye doctor. He ordered me a new prescription of lenses. They came in, and my vision is better than it was, but it's not 100%. But he told me that really there's not any sense in having my cataracts done now because they're just going to get worse. Um, if you do it too soon, your the speed of the cataracts um, is multiplied, something like that. So I was having that issue, which made my eyes so tired every day from trying to um, focus, which I had laughed because if I turn the TV on, I have to have closed captioning on, and I have a pair of binoculars, and I have to have those up so I could read the closed captioning. Well, right now, the the closed captioning, depending if it's Prime, I can read it. If I go to the Roku free channel, then I have to use the binoculars to see the print. So, anyways, yeah. So right now my eyes aren't quite as bad, but I still have to use binoculars if depending on what I'm watching. But then, in addition to that, I don't know why ragweed must be worse than usual because that's all I could think that would be giving me allergies right now. Because I take an allergy pill, and I've been taking um, medication to stop my migraines from happening. Well, all at once, every single day, if I go outside, I've got a migraine. Which anymore, I know what my warning signs are, which I didn't used to have warning signs with the new medication. But now at least I have the warning signs because I have to squint or get out of the light real fast and take one of my headache pills, and usually they kick in pretty fast. But so it makes it. I've just been having a horrible time. I say I come inside and take one. Well, it depends because if they're in their packaging, my husband, my husband and I always say, um, this packaging isn't meant for somebody who has a migraine to open it, which is true. So he emptied out a whole packet of, I think there's 9 migraine pills and put them in a little pill box for me. So now I just go over there the minute I feel a headache coming on and take one, which I should be doing now because my voice growling like this is also a sign. But anyways, so yeah, I've had a migraine every day. I just got they increased my gabapentin, which I've always taken for my back, not knowing that it also helped alleviate migraines or prevent migraines. So I don't know if Randy updated those in my pills or not. He does my pills once a week. He's a sweetheart. So, anyways, yeah, it's not been a very happy time, but that's okay. Are we okay? Yeah. Thank goodness you don't get migraines. I know. However, my kitty cat Heather has been giving him different kind of headaches because they play and play. But anymore, in the afternoon sometimes, Heather will come up and jump on my lap. She hasn't done this ever. But she has started doing this, and it's really to irritate the dog because the doggy always lays on the footrest. Casper does, and if Heather's on there, you can't lay on the footrest, can ya? Although yesterday it was cute because he likes watermelon. A watermelon is good for them because of the high water content. Just get the seeds out. So yesterday I had a little bit of watermelon and I put it on the footrest for him, and she jumped up before he ate it. So I put it over where it was away from her tail because she was going to swish it off. And he came over and he put his little paws up there. I said he looks like a meerkat when he puts his paws on the footrest. It just turns his head and body. But he ate those. Then he came up and he was sniffing her and licked her ears, and she wasn't happy about any of it. She just gave him. She kept swatting at him, didn't she? I know. So, I'm so glad I have these animals because they make me smile. They make me happy most of the time. What's funny is she comes up here, and I've told Randy this is because she has aggravated him by stealing his seat. The rest of the night, it's free game. What are you doing? It's free game. If he goes running after her, I always figured, she teased him enough. He doesn't hurt her. We wouldn't ever let him hurt her, and she doesn't hurt him. She swats, but she doesn't put her claws out. So, anyways, uh, give you an update on my knee. My knee is pretty much all better, and right now my other knee's not hurting me. I always say my body can only handle so much at a time. So I think because I'm getting daily migraines, my knee is letting up a little bit. So, anyways, I've had enough little. This was to explain why it was I've not been on here for the last month. I doing this right now. I'm going to be taking the doggy out while this formats, and I'll come back in and I'll have a migraine. But you know, he's my dog, and nobody else could take him out. Ronald can't for sure. Randy can, but that poor man. I've married a really nice, really wonderful, wonderful man because he's been taking his dad to doctor's appointments, but he also has been having to take me to doctor's appointments, first because of my vision, but now because the minute I step outside, I know a migraine's going to happen. And so that poor man, but he doesn't complain. He takes his computer with us. with us. We put the doggy in his carrier because he goes to, and then Randy and the dog stay out, and I go to my appointment, come back out, and then we're all ready to go, aren't we? Yeah. So I'm hoping around February or March, if we can work things out, I want to go out to California again for a few weeks because the last time I didn't get to go see my grandkids like I wanted to, um, because Randy needed to get things done for Molly. So I really want to spend some time and touch base with Tobias and Genevieve again, and Molly too. I mean, I maybe saw her for an hour total when we were out there, and it just was so sad because I really wanted to touch base with all of them, but that's okay. It was hard for me to get around because of my knee, and next time, hopefully, I won't have a walker that I'll have to take with me. So, anyways, I have a doggy who's playing with my finger. Anyways, I think that's about it. Um, I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I hope all your craftiness goes well, and that you don't make any mistakes. But if you do, I hope they're little ones that are easy to fix. Big hugs. I love you all. Take care. God bless. Bye bye.